It's a brand new season, baby. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. It's a brand new season, been a long wait, saw some players up, put them on my highlight tape, college series here, gotta hear my name on draft day, AR in the pocket, automatic, that's a closed case, excitement building up, I ain't been asleep in 3 days, gotta make a statement to the scouts on the first play, only way to win, you gotta dominate in each phase, offense, defense, and can't forget the special teams, I ain't work for nothing, went through summer camp with 2-a-days, gotta win the natty, only satisfied with first place. I hear them haters hating on my team, but I ain't hearing them. If they line up on the other side, then we ain't fearing them. One false move, hit stick, defense killing them. Knew them boys were sweet, up inside, banana pilling them. We up next, time to show we the best around. RFL, college series, rep your team and rep your town. You're looking at the future of the league, yeah, it's here and now. Step on the field, boy, you best believe it's going down. Cause yeah, you know we scoring. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty. The final day of week 3 of the RFL College Series, and we got ourselves a battle of the undefeateds. These two games today are going to be something to watch for sure. 2-0 USC versus 2-0 number 1 ranked Ohio State. It's the top 5 ranking matchup between these two squads, and they've looked very impressive in their first 2 games. Ohio State has been a squad that has been on a tear, 33-10 and 34-10, only averaging 10 points allowed on them per game on the defensive side of the ball. And they're looking to try to see if they can get as dominant as a win here over USC. But as we've seen out of USC as well, they've been no slouch. And we'll have to see if this guy right here, who led all quarterbacks in college series in touchdowns in just 2 games, 7 touchdown passes for him, can he put on the same performance against the Buckeyes? You're going to look at star wide receivers really emerging onto the scene as one of the top wide receivers in the series. Caleb Houston, 177 receiving yards and a touchdown last week, had 188 the week before. And so this is going to be a huge threat for USC's defense to stop. Will they be able to get the stop, though? Will they be able to knock off and upset the number 1 team in the country in the RFL College Series? The question at the end of this game will be answered. With that being said, let me know in the chat who you guys got winning. Without further ado, let's get this game underway. Ball's on the tee, and it's USC kicking it off to Ohio State. And it's game time. They'll field it at the 10. Trying to bounce to the outside, taken down at the 27-yard line and coming out onto the field. Talked about Calvin Poole, the quarterback at USC. Well, what about Monty Wyatt? He's emerged as one of the better submitted quarterbacks here in the series, if not the top one right now. He's got the most passing yards out of any quarterback. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception so far on the season. So now let's see what he does against this USC defense. A defense that is very tough to move the football. Good at turnovers. Here goes a counter run play. And that'll be good for a decent gain there as Dickens hops in, and let's get a look at the rest of this offense. As we get a look at the offensive line here. And the key player to look out for, as I talked about, Caleb Houston. But I think all the three of the wide receivers, you got Patrick Connery, who you saw, and a player you didn't see on that roster list was Kentaro Sheffield, another big target for Wyatt. Loves to use his weapons, and the first pass of the day for him off the mark. And we'll now get a look at this USC defense. Got Tremblay, Healy, Tufili. Wow, there's some big names. Severio, that's a submitted guy. Mauga Jackson, not going to do the first guy's name. Griffin, Nanha. We got Hufanga. I think I said that name right. That caught me off guard so bad I had to bell myself. I think the last name was Trent Stewart. The 3rd and 9. Wyatt throws again, leads him to the outside, and Josh Dickens is going to have a Buckeyes first down. Josh Dickens has been an explosive generic running back we've seen early in games. Generic running back for Ohio State, submitted running back for Ohio State. Brock Fultz tends to struggle. This is the more explosive guy they love to get the football out to in these situations, and you see him converting on a crucial 3rd down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Play action, Wyatt. Shot over the middle of the field. That's going to be off the mark. Just not in his usual rhythm right now at the start of this game. That was wide open. And it just tanked, hit the turf. 2nd and 10. Handoff. There goes Fultz. 2 yards. Third and 9, Wyatt guns it in there for a first down, and that's going to be Caleb Houston hauling in his first catch of the game. Gets to midfield at the 50, 10 yards on the play. And you can already see just from the way he's slinging his football around and that tight of coverage, he's got a cannon on him. Monty Wyatt's been balling out, making big plays here. And of course, you've seen the sure hands over the past 2, now going on here to 3 weeks from Caleb Houston. First and 10 at midfield. They'll run the ball here with Brock Fultz, finding himself a lane to the outside, taken down by Severo. And Brock Fultz with an explosive run. He'll get to the 39, gain of 11 yards. Great job being patient, bouncing out till he found the lane. It's a solid tackle made there by Daniel Severio. He's the only submitted prospect here for USC. And Ohio State going to go with some play action. He's got to throw it away instead. He's going to be sacked by Tufili. That is going to bring up 2nd and 21. Had good blocking here on this play to try to see what was possibly open here on these routes. And it looks like nothing was open. Try to go with the cross and up route there with the tight end coming across the field. That's a play we saw work earlier this week. Can't remember what team ran that, but Ohio State trying to run it. And that's a play you just need great time in the pocket in order to complete. And even though he got the time for the tight end to curl up the field, the coverage was just too great. Now 2nd and 21. Wyatt, he is just looking off right now at the start of this game. It's a wide open target there, missed. 3rd and 21. And Wyatt stepping up in the pocket. Throws this one into the flats. Breaks the first tackle, and that's only going to be a 2-yard gain for Brody Miller, and USC comes out with the stop. You got to give it to USC right now. I think the coverage down the field is just spectacular. They're not even playing man-to-man coverage. See them running a bit of zone, and they're just covering everything up here. Monty Wyatt just has no targets, and he has missed on a few open ones. So he's got to get himself in early with him, because you already know USC, their offense, they're pretty dangerous. And here goes a pretty awful punt here. About a 13-yard punt there by the punter. And coming out onto the field for the first time today, it's the touchdown leader. Coming into week 3, Calvin Poole, the generic quarterback. This guy has been spectacular in his first 2 weeks. Kind of flown under the radar because both of their games that they've played has been not in the main spotlight games. They've been in premier games. So let's see what they do here in the main stage. Can Calvin Poole still perform? First play, hits this hook route, and that's a first down to the 49-yard line. Able to get that one out there to Chris Harris for 17 yards. Calvin Poole, very quick with making his decisions. And you can see he could just sling it, get the ball out there quickly. And he's got himself some pretty solid wide receivers. Chris Harris, of course, being one of them. Unfortunately, I don't have the USC list on me here. The 1st and 10, bunch formation to the left side. There goes a handoff. And he is not going to go anywhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. And now get a look at this USC offense more in depth as we look at the line. And here we are looking at that other receiver, Matthew Horn. And Levi Dickens had a spectacular week 1. And I think he's a very explosive back. Was shut down last week, however. And so Ohio State will have to see if they're going to sleep on him. Because already USC starting out with a pretty tough run game. And they've been able to stand well against it so far. Here's a look at Ohio State's defense. Mayer Jr., Trippin, and Harris on the D-line. At linebacker, Werner, Leathers, Mitchell, and Galligan. And at the secondary level, we have Hollywood, Bryant, Lane, and Iverson. All submitted players at that spot. Third and 8, Calvin Poole stepping up in the pocket, throws one in, and that's going to be complete for a first down. Calvin Poole off to a tremendous start. 2 throws, 2 first downs. First was for 17 yards, the next 25 yards out to his tight end. You can see the pocket awareness of this guy, feeling the pressure. Sometimes you see quarterbacks in the pocket get jittery with little quick, subtle movements that they don't need to make. What does he do? Nice little step up in the pocket, understanding the DNs are pushing up the field, and just delivers a beautiful ball to a wide open target. Poole's going to throw again, wide open, first down. USC goes right back to the big guy, and USC is knocking on the door. 1st and goal. That's man-to-man coverage working on Hollywood, it seems. And that's one of their better cover corners, so the tight end running a beautiful route. Calvin Poole marching these guys down the field. Levi Dickens in the backfield. I formation. Handoff. Dickens breaking through a tackle. Goes down at the 5. Only a 1-yard gain. And still no breather for him. He's still in the backfield looking winded. And Poole's going to look to pass. Hasn't missed one yet. And he is going to be just short of the end zone. Ball's right at the 1-yard line. They'll come out in the single back. Cladwell with his 3rd reception. They'll try to run for it. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another touchdown, USC. He's looking gassed on the play, and the guy still was able to muster up the strength to run right through this Ohio State Buckeye defense at the goal line. Slapping guys right off. Ohio State coming out here making a statement drive. Getting a stop on defense and the offense marching down the field with ease. It's 7-0. They go 65 yards in 8 plays. Nice powerful finish to that run there by Levi Dickens. Generic running back. And Ohio State finding themselves down by a touchdown early in the first quarter. They'll take it from about the 11. And down he'll be at the 27. So another look at the Buckeyes offense again. The struggles of Monty Wyatt here early. You're seeing him miss a couple passes that are presenting itself as open right now. Not sure why the game is chopping up like this. Hopefully it gets itself together soon. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. There goes a motion. Patrick Connery. Handoff. And Brock Fultz down at the 29-yard line. Last week, 24 carries, 73 yards. Not the best of averages, but he did have a nose for getting in the end zone for touchdowns. And so, like I said, they usually like to use Josh Dickens, who's in the backfield right now for more of those explosive runs, and then use him more so towards the goal line. But after a 2-yard gain, here they are with a motion. 2nd and 8. Josh Dickens to the outside with some key blocks. Trying to juke, falls just short of the first down at the 37. 3rd and 1, coming out with a strong running game. Will they run it again? Monty Wyatt, they'll put it in his hands, and he's going to have an incompletion as Brody Miller could not come down with the catch after taking a huge hit. And that's just one of those catches you just got to make. See 15 getting blown up by number 15 here. Wow. Took a big pelvis shot there. And that's 2 stops by the Trojans defense. Ohio State punting it away. And in the end zone, it will go for a touchback. The offense coming out at the 20. Calvin Poole marched these guys down the field with the quickness on the Buckeyes defense. This defense has only allowed 10 points, as I mentioned earlier, per game. And number 10 is looking to put up even more than that here in the first quarter alone. They'll come out under center, handoff, and Dixon will be wrapped up at the 22. 2nd and 8, run up the middle, great blocking. Good tackle made there by Dominic Lane. Big 3rd down here for the Buckeyes, even bigger for USC as they get great blocking, and Levi Dixon gets to the 41-yard line. Excellent blocking by the offensive line. You're seeing guys just unable to get off their blocks. Williamson's fighting hard. Miles Hollywood there to bring him down. The help from Williamson afterwards. But if you let number 3 start to catch fire, man, I've seen it. This USC offense, it's the real deal. Strong formation to the right side, counter run play. Nice vision to cut back where the space was. And he gets to the 46-yard line. Gain of 5 yards on the play. They'll finally check in their backup running back, see if they'll give him a carry. They will to the outside. Key blocks again, and it's off to the races. Juking towards the outside, down at the 35. It's going to be Merritt for 19 yards on his first carry. And right now, this USC offense has got Ohio State's defense all over the place. They're just mixing it up. They come out with a strong passing attack, go and finish it with a run. And here on the second offensive possession, they're just running it down the Buckeyes' throats. And it's hard for these guys to get off the blocks. These offensive linemen are doing a phenomenal job. And they've got them right where they want them early. Here goes a pass attempt by Poole. Quick throw. Cladwell makes the catch. No gain. Good defense that time by the Buckeyes. They'll look to throw again. Calvin Poole throws this one. Dangerous pass. Somehow still going to be caught by Cladwell. Coming back to the football. It's 3rd and 4. He's got 5 catches in this first quarter alone for 52 yards. It was a throw. That one swatted away, almost intercepted by David Leathers. Instead, he goes for the conservative swat, and that is the first incompletion for Calvin Poole here today. You see where he was trying to go with that. He went with the slants concept. And if he had thrown that a little bit earlier, I think he's got enough space to catch that and get the first down. A little bit late on that. Now they'll have to settle for 3. Should be an easy chip shot, though, here for the Trojans. 46-yarder is good. USC leads it 10-0. So in the first quarter alone, USC has scored the same amount of points, the most amount of points that Ohio State has allowed in their first two games. Let you know, a much different opponent this week. There goes a return, and he'll be down at the 28. Ohio State had themselves a pretty solid victory, too, last week over Oregon. Very dominant win. And Oregon that week was ranked number 6. So I think in these first two possessions alone, already Ohio State knows this is a team we're going to have to really bring it. Let's see if they can kick themselves into gear and not slack and fall behind. Wyatt to the sidelines, and that's on the receiver. Not sure where he was going. Got to stop towards the sideline and make that catch. That throw is inbounds. That's 2nd and 10. Ohio State just not playing like themselves right now. It was a throw down the field. That's going to be caught. Caleb Houston, first down.
We got this.
Monty Wyatt follows up with another pass on the flag route here. Puts this perfectly over the shoulder there. Houston going up and catching it. And a good job showing off the strong hands again, coming down and holding on to it after catching immediate contact. He'll be in the single back, Brock Fultz. In the backfield here, counter run play, and Fultz. 2 yards, they'll say at best, on the play. Almost the end of the first quarter here. Ohio State looking to get on the board for the first time today, and Brock Fultz will be wrapped up at the 37. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 is the score. USC looking for the upset. Crucial third down here for Monty Wyatt. They'll run Josh Dickens, though, and there he goes, exploding, hitting a nice little shifty spin move. Doesn't work out. But you can just see the explosion on this generic backup running back. This guy gets an equivalent amount of touches at times in certain games with Brock Fultz. And you can see why they give him these carries. I mean, look at him. Hits the lane. Just a different style of back that could get you those explosive plays. And they had enough trust in him to run that in that situation. Great execution, great play call. First down. Wyatt's going to drop back, throws underneath, hits the drag, breaks the first tackle, won't break the next. It's going to be Banks, good for 4 yards. Back on the ground, Fultz breaks through the first tackle and takes a hit stick. Still is going to hang on to the football, though. 3rd and 1. And will they run it again to try to get the first? They'll actually throw the receiver screen. Patrick Connery will not break the tackle. USC gets the stop. Not a bad attempt. Usually you hate seeing those screens, but hey, he catches it, gets straight up the field. That's just a great tackle made there by the defense. And that's the right read also, too, by Monty Wyatt. Saw the cornerback playing off. It's taking too long to get up the field. They'll at least be in field goal range. Naba will knock this one down. 3-10 is the score. Excuse me. I'm not sure if Habil, is that how you say his name? Habil? Still got to figure out how to say this kicker's name. But he's been knocking down. He's been just about automatic for Ohio State. We'll take it from the 2-yard line. And wrapped up down at the 22. USC's defense has shown they've came ready to play. So has their offense. And Daniel Cladwell, in just 3 weeks, has totaled 22 receptions for 202 yards and 2 touchdowns. A lot of twos there. It's been the early go-to target for Calvin Poole, who will line up under center. In the first play, they'll run the counter. What a juke move, and he is off to the races. Thought he was going to break through there, but that is just showing you the ability of Levi Dickson. He's got power, he's got moves. 9-yard gain on the play. It's 2nd and 1. They'll motion him into the bunch. Calvin Poole looking to pass this time. Wide open. Chris Harris with a nasty juke move. Goes out of bounds at the 39. First down, USC. Counter run play. And he is down at the 42. Not sure what's going on with all this skipping, guys. It is getting annoying to me, but hopefully, like I said, it calms down. Definitely not looking forward to trying to redo this game. There goes a catch. And we'll get to the 47-yard line. It's 3rd and 2. Handoff. Up the middle, first down, Levi Dickson. He's feeling it today. 11 carries, 45 yards, averaging 4 yards per carry. Offensive lines is where all the credit, I think, has to go to as well. I mean, these guys doing a great job in pass protection, great job in run blocking. And even though they didn't provide him too much of a lane to work with on that play, they still got the initial push to push the defensive line behind the first down marker. 1st and 10, Calvin Poole throws deep over the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete. Out of the hands of Horn. 2nd and 10. Great play that time by the Buckeyes secondary. And another nice juke move here by Dickson. They'll get to the 46. 3rd and 7. They go with the run play to Dickson here. Not liking the play call at all. USC, I mean, you got the run game, you got the pass game working for you. You can call anything you want right now at this point. Should have passed it on that play. Not sure why they would try to go with the draw here. I understand most of everything's working right now against Ohio State, but draw play in that situation. This is still Ohio State, #1 ranked team in the college series. Gotta call a better play than that. And this will go out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Great punt. And what that does essentially is now Ohio State, they got themselves a bit of momentum. Seeing as though they were able to score on their last possession, moved down the field pretty good, and their defense was just able to finally stop USC. So you go down the field here, you score a touchdown, and it's all knotted up. You can breathe now. Let's see, can they put together that type of drive? Handoff here to Brock Fultz. Big hit stick. Severio knocks him down at the 14. 52 is not the guy you want to run into. And Fultz, another carry, will go up the middle. No signs of Dickens here on this next play. They still got Fultz, who's looking a bit winded, trying to catch him off guard. Some play action. Throws, and it's going to be dropped again by Brody Miller. That's his second drop of the game. And even granted, it's a tough catch. That was still a well-placed ball that should have been caught. Gotta hang on to those. Three and out by USC's defense. I think this tells you a lot about Trojans' defense this year as well. Here goes a return. Jump cut. And he is down at the 39-yard line. Nice return, and the offense back out onto the field. got their first stop on him last time. We'll get a look at Levi Dixon's rushing totals and statistics here today. Up to this point, close to 250 rushing yards. They're going to empty out the backfield, though. No Dixon in this formation. Actually, he's out wide. There goes a throw over the middle, wide open. Trying to put on a move there, and Horn gets blasted. Picks up 6. And a draw play up the middle. Nasty move. First down, USC. Wow, just look at the blocking, the explosiveness of Dixon right now. And he's putting on more moves than I've seen in the first couple of weeks. He's come ready to play this number one defense, this number one team right now. And honestly, yeah, Ohio State has got the number one defense in terms of points allowed per game. Ohio State, they're in Buckeye territory here at the 44-yard line. Counter run play, back to Dixon. Won't break this tackle as he'll get to the 40. Gain of 3. Second and 7. Calvin Poole throws. That's still going to be held on to by Chris Harris. First down, USC. If I'm not mistaken, both these wide receivers are generics. And there goes a catch, incomplete. David Leathers tattooing Horn on that play. Calvin Poole throws. What an adjustment and catch by Levi Dixon. And this guy is showing the ability to do it all. But what about Calvin Poole? He's on his back at the end of that play. Spins around, makes the quick decision, gets the ball right out of his hands. USC is looking pretty tough right now. They're looking legit. This is their first real test of the season, and right now they are looking as though they are up for the challenge. Breaks the tackle. Levi Dixon, first down, USC.
Let's go. Let's do it.
This guy's looking like an armored tank out there, running through it all, bouncing off of tackles here. You can see it's right off of David Leathers. Get out of here. Nice little stiff arm. And man, Ohio State kind of lucky he didn't bounce that all the way to the outside, because if he did, I think that would have been 6. Handoff. And it'll be taken down at the 12. You guys will see that thing pop up periodically. I forgot to do this during the games. I'll try to save clips during the game so it'll be easier for me to put out highlights and things of that nature. But this will more so be used for touchdowns. Here goes a nice cutback. First down run by Derek Merritt.
Come on, fellas.
USC has come out here not playing any games. Wow. 2 yards away from the end zone. Dixon's looking full strength here. Handoff. And he is going to be mangled back at the line of scrimmage. Second and goal, I formation. Play action, Calvin Poole for his 8th touchdown of the season, and he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. Wow. Calvin Poole, this guy is just looking like the system quarterback, man. The man who can read a defense quickly and get the ball out of his hands. He's been playing outstanding football. Wow. That's how you get the job done. And the extra point attempt is good. 17-3 is the score. USC looking to upset the number 1 team in the country. They are handling business here at United Airlines field. Wow. They'll take this one out of the end zone. Cuts back into a hit stick down at the 24.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ohio State better figure something out. I think they kind of fell into the trap of, being on that road environment, going up against a really solid team. Probably underestimating them a bit starting out this game. They need big plays right now. It's starting to get ugly. Monty Wyatt checks it down. Brock Fultz, 5 yards. Empty set, throws over the middle of the field, and he has just been off all game. Not sure what's going on with Monty Wyatt right now, but just has not been able to connect with his open wide receivers, except for Caleb Houston. It seems like every time Houston is open, he's on point for those throws. He's got to be able to hit those other targets. That's a nice throw over the middle. This will be a good drive for number 7 to get 7 if he can. Throws this one to the sidelines. That's going to be caught. Patrick Connery. Good ball placement. Again there. Hopefully that builds up the momentum and keeps Wyatt going here. Closing in on a minute left to play. Down by 14. Throws one down the field and it's overthrown. Had a step on the defender. And he's just missing left and right now. I know it's a tough pass to make, but you got to make it. And here goes a great catch. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You can see he's on the cusp of possibly getting into his rhythm. He's made some bad throws. He makes up for some good ones, but he's got to get all the way on point right now against his team. Josh Dickens. First down, Buckeyes. And they'll burn their second timeout of the game. Empty set, 52 seconds. Left to go in this first half. Monty Wyatt feeling some pressure, gets it off, and it's going to be Caleb Houston. Will fall just short. Trying to hang on to that last time out of theirs. A first down will at least momentarily stop the clock. They send a blitz. Throws, trying to get to the end zone. And he falls just short at the 1. Great read. And Gabriel Brinkley had all types of separation on that play, working from the slot, hitting that out route. And man, had he just been able to bow it more so outside on an angle towards the end zone, that's 6. He tried to cut straight up the field there. Got to run away from the defender. He came close to getting in there, though. Man, that is as close as you could get. At this point, you got a timeout. You might need to use it and take a couple shots to the end zone. They're not even going to use it yet. They'll try to throw. Shot block. Great job. End zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. 5th passing touchdown of the season, and it's Gabriel Brinkley with 2 back-to-back receptions. This one finally getting them in for 6. Don't count these guys out yet, man. It could be just an early case of, meeting the better team that you faced this season and being on the road. Monty Wyatt, you see him a little bit jittery, making some bad throws. It's not like he's making bad reads. He's just had bad throws when he could have had bigger plays. And has been making the tough throws, so he just needs to collect himself. And he'll be straight. And here goes the extra point attempt. Might have to hit that at sudden moments. It seems like it's kind of pausing the game up a little bit. But it was doing that before I even started hitting that button, so just want to make sure here. Have these clips ready for you guys after the game. I want to see if this thing works. Here goes the kickoff. USC taking it from the 6-yard line. And we'll get to a 30. 10 seconds left. Don't let Dixon break off a big one. He broke off an 80-yard touchdown run in week 1. And there he is. First down run. And they're going to call a timeout. They think Calvin Poole can launch one down the field for a possible Hail Mary conversion. Let's see if they can get it. He needs 60 yards from the line of scrimmage throwing this football. He's got pressure, though. He's going to be sacked on the play. Luckily recovered back by his own offensive lineman. That's going to be a tackle made there by Smith, and an incredible first half of play between these top 5 ranked opponents will come to an end. Wow, how about this game? USC looking for the upset. They got the 7-point lead, 17-10. Man, it's been a week of the upset. Will it continue? Can USC finish it all out here? Make sure you guys also tune in at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Rob Roby will be calling the next game, and that is going to be the game of the week, as we have Miami versus West Virginia. West Virginia, one of the few undefeated teams after this tough week for unbeaten teams. Can they remain undefeated? One of these teams today is going to remain undefeated, and they're battling for it. Miami's no slouch team, though. Make sure you guys tune in for that game. Definitely going to be a huge game to watch. As for this game, I just think it all comes down to Monty Wyatt just catching his rhythm. Calvin Poole came out here, put on a show in front of his school, absolutely balling out right now, and the running game is there. USC is completely here right now, and so Ohio State has to be as well. Their defense trying to keep up with USC's offense right now, and you know that we've seen that's a tough challenge. That's going to be a tough challenge throughout this game. They need help on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think that the plays on the offensive side of the ball has been bad. It's just the missed opportunities by Ohio State right now. We're seeing some drops. Seeing Brody Miller drop 2 catches that he could have had for big first downs today. Monty Wyatt missed wide open passes that are easy to complete. He's been able to complete the tough ones. And so I think it all comes down to that. They need to recollect themselves and become more uniform and be able to execute and make the plays. They can make the plays. It's there. You see them having the capability of doing it. They just need to put that into fruition. And with that being said, about ready to take you guys out to the second half to determine who's going to remain undefeated at the end of this week. Crazy week in the RFL College Series. A kick goes in the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
And it's USC who's going to start out with the football first at the 25-yard line. Derek Merritt, 3 carries, 31 yards, filling in as the backup running back. He has been very explosive with his touches. And of course, so as starting running back Levi Dixon, who's to the right of Calvin Poole right now. And Poole is going to quickly throw. That's going to be caught by Horn. Great hands. Nice game.
Everyone got 4 down.
Yor Iverson in coverage. There goes a handoff, and he jukes right into the pressure there. I should have stuck with his gut and just cut right into the space. As Joe tripping with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of a yard. And this is who I want to see get some action here tonight for the Buckeyes, man. Joe tripping. Where you been at, man? Entire first half, he's been going. Looks like he's going to try to turn up here on USC after that play. Let's see if that keeps up. That's been the issue, though. This defensive line has really struggled to penetrate this offensive line. They've been doing an excellent job in blocking, whether it be running or passing. 5 wide, empty set. Calvin Poole getting blitz throws, and that's going to be completed to Cladwell. First down to the 40. And this guy just sits there in the face of pressure and just gets that ball out there. It's just like it doesn't even faze him. He knows he's getting blitz here. Look at this. Boom. Beautiful throw. Really liking the poise and just the decisiveness, the quick decisions that Calvin Poole makes at the quarterback position. Just a natural-born leader of an offense, it seems. These first 3 weeks, he's looked spectacular. He's going to look to throw here. That's going to be almost intercepted. It almost seems like every time I give someone a compliment, it's a jinx. Almost throws an interception right there. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Hand off. And that's going to be a terrible penalty there. Amar Bryant with the face mask is going to move USC up 15 yards. So now USC is going to be in the territory of the Buckeyes. It's been pretty clean football. I believe that's the first penalty of the game. Just can't have those mistakes, especially if you're trailing to this talented team here on the road. Draw play, hits the lane. Dixon showing great vision. 3 yards. And Merritt's now going to check in the backfield. Counter run play. Merritt averaging 10 yards per carry so far. And that'll be a much shorter game for him with that attempt. 3rd and 3. Calvin Poole in the backfield all by himself. Needs 3 yards on the play. Throws. That's going to be incomplete. What a hit stick from David Leathers. USC out of field goal range. They'll have to punt it away. Horn unable to catch that one over the middle. This is one of the scares for a wide receiver that you worry about, especially when you get to that collegiate or pro level. It's coming across the middle, knowing you got to go head-to-head up against a linebacker like this. Usually you're defenseless. Good thing they got penalties for that, but not in the game. Takes a mean hit over the middle there, unable to hang on to it. Great defense by Ohio State. This one's going to go in the end zone for a touchback.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And here's an opportunity for Monty Wyatt and the offense to get things clicking. Wyatt's going to drop back, looking to pass, throws, beautiful sideline pass out there to Kentaro Sheffield. He'll pick up 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Josh Dickens has been phenomenal running the football. Nasty spin move there on Daniel Severio for the first down. Hand off. Brock Fultz got himself a wide open lane, but gets absolutely hammered at the 37. He's taken quite a bit of hits, and that's Nana with the hit there. And that's going to be incomplete. Another throw that is just missed that is there for Monty Wyatt. 3rd and 3. There goes Brody Miller finally hauling in a catch. He's had 3 attempts. And I guess, 4 attempts. He's got 2 catches on the day. His last 2 were dropped. And I guess 3rd time's the charm here. Does take a pretty big hit at the end of that one. They've been roughing him up all game. Shotgun for Wyatt. And they'll hand it off to Dickens. Won't be able to break the tackle. That's a phenomenal open field tackle made there. Dickens just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's Nana again, saying Nana. Not getting no yards here on that play. This guy's balling. Living up to the name. 2nd and 10. Wyatt throw down the field. He's got a guy open again, and it sails. Brody Mitchell's coming right across the field. You gotta make that throw. Play action, 3rd and 10, throws over the middle. This is going to be incomplete after a heavy hit stick. Nah, you're not going to catch that one, Caleb Houston. Jeez. This guy's coming down here like a torpedo, cracking helmets. I think this used to be a submitted guy, too. Yeesh. Man. Yeah, Dikembe Nana, I think that was his name. Yeah. Major hit stick. Punt will go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
USC's offense back out onto the field. I mean, Dixon's got 21 carries here today already, so they've definitely given him a plethora of opportunities to run the football. They also lined him out wide quite a bit here. They'll call it a 5-wide empty set, no running backs here. Might be at the bottom of the screen, can't see him though. Here goes a throw, and that's going to be a run through up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 9. Play action. Calvin Poole throws, and that one sails a bit high. Seeing him be highly accurate here throughout this game. Had a little bit of pressure though up front at the D-tackle position. Believe it was Joe Trippin. 3rd and 1. I say why not run Dixon here, but they might try to go with a spot concept here. That's what they will do. And just the decision making of Calvin Poole. How often do you see that? You see how quick he got that pass off. This is a play that's not going to make the instant replay for me to be able to break down. So I'll review it now. That's a spot concept. Your first concept is to watch the spot or wait for the flag. The minute he sees what the defense is in, this is like one of the last reads you make is the flats. He automatically knows where he's going at the beginning of that play, if the spot was covered or what the defense was doing, and he got it out there. Calvin Poole is looking spectacular. He's going to run to the outside. Great blocking. Dixon close to a first down. That's 9 yards. This offense is clicking on all cylinders. Great blocking. Once again, he is still up the field, grinding out to the 43. 100 yards rushing here in the 3rd quarter. He's eclipsed multiple carries, and Calvin Poole just doing his thing. USC is looking like a big threat here. Let's not forget this is a team that last season made the College Series playoffs. Eliminated by Alabama. But this team's got some serious talent. Looks like they got some great prospects this year. Goes a throw underneath. Stiff arms, not going to work on Lane. But still, look at the chunk of yardage that these guys are gaining. First down plays, they're gaining like 7 to 9 yards. Play action. Look at the blocking. Throws on the money. Beautiful. Wow. Just an all right now. And how great USC is looking in this big matchup. This is their biggest opponent possibly that they'll face this season, and they're executing on an extremely high level. Great rush up the end there by the DN, gets chop blocked by the running back, and then even with all that heat to his left side, Calvin Poole still is able to throw a pinpoint accurate ball on the dig in between defenders for a first down. You saw Monty Wyatt. He's going through it right now, hoping he can get himself together. And they go with a draw play, 2 yards for Dixon. Second and 8. Calvin Poole checks it down. Dixon lowers the shoulder, gets what he can on the play. Sorry for the chop-ups, man. I'm not sure exactly why this is chopping up. Like I said, it wasn't because of the instant replay thing that I was doing. That was happening well before then. Calvin Poole. That one's going to be knocked out as he was trying to throw it out to Dixon. You can see his arm got caught up. That's a great job by Joe Trippin. It's too bad this guy won't be draftable, man. I mean, look at this. He pushes the 2 linemen back and just catches Calvin Poole's arm while he was in his throwing motion for the incompletion. So that's a good stop, a good lucky stop there for Ohio State. USC is just catching fire. They got to settle for 3, but they are still down by 2 possessions, down by 10 points. Ohio State, Monty Wyatt, you got to get something going here on this next possession. Got to get something going. It's a lot of time still left to get back in this game, but against a team as hot as USC right now that's executing on this high of a level, you cannot afford to miss these open passes. and receivers got to be able to catch the football as well. Offense going to get started at the 28-yard line. And from here on out, I'm looking to see the week 1 and week 2 Monty Wyatt right now. 15 of 26, 144 passing yards, touchdown, no interceptions. This guy could have himself well over 250 yards at this point, had he been able to connect on a lot of these open passes. There goes a handoff to Brock Fultz. Cutting back, gets to the 30. Wyatt wide open. There goes Patrick Connery. Not going to miss that one.
Keep playing hard.
It's good zip on the pass right there from Wyatt. Like I said, it's not like he's making bad reads here today. He's just missing. Get the accuracy correct, and you know this turns into a ball game once again. It's not like they're out of it just yet. They still got an entire quarter left to go. Still down. Well, down now by 2 possessions after that field goal. Definitely a manageable comeback for Ohio State. And this is going to be shut down. Josh Dickens not going anywhere. And that's just Jackson shutting him down. As Dickens trying to run to the outside there. This is a play where you would have liked to see him probably cut up there, but it would have been hard to do so because of the angle and speed in which he got the ball.
36.
USC looking to send some pressure. They'll run it. Brock Fultz with a mean cutback. First down and then some. And it's off to the races. Touchdown, Ohio State. Wow. Unbelievable cutback by Brock Fultz. Now that's vision on 1,000 right there. That's as great as a cutback run and read off your blocks as you could possibly have. I can't believe that's the only instant replay they give on that play. The few extra point attempt is good. And of course, they're saving that. 4 plays, they go 72 yards. That was a much needed drive for Ohio State. And this will be a touchback. So the pressure is starting to mount up a little bit. But to be honest, the way Calvin Poole has played here today, and the way Levi Dixon, the way this entire team of USC has played here today on the offensive side of the ball, really, I mean, these guys aren't worried about it. Just continue to execute. These guys were driving down the field with ease last time. Let's see if they can keep that up. There's a quick throw. Gladwell. How many catches this guy's got today? I mean, he's been eating. He had 5 receptions in the first quarter. So he's got 7. There's 68 yards here today. Play action. David Leather's going to get there for a sack. And here's a kid, man, that just every time you see him making a play, you usually don't see his name getting called, but I think the reason why you don't see him in just about every play is because teams try to stay away from him. When you see him there where the ball is, this guy's always making the play. Gets the sack right there. David Leather's a quiet but deadly linebacker for the Buckeyes. Play action. He's got time this time. Calvin Poole all day. Heaves one down the field. This is going to be incomplete. And so the Buckeyes defense will once again get the stop. And you will finally see them get into a rhythm. And I think it's that Brock Fultz touchdown run is going to ignite this Ohio State Buckeyes team. And if you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe to the RFL. Today you are watching the RFL College Series. It's only week 3. It's the final day of week 3. We'll be having week 4 coming up on Thursday. Make sure to tune in on Wednesday. Oh, nice juke move. As I was saying, make sure to tune in on Wednesday for our podcast as we recap week 3, talk about the upcoming week 4 and things like that. Monty Wyatt trotting out onto the field, 16-27, 160 yards, and still the touchdown. So on complete, one good pass on the last drive. Can he keep it going? I think it's all on Wyatt now, and he's going to gun that one in. His receivers are coming up with the catches. That's Kentaro Sheffield right there on the hook. And I talked about the drops earlier. It's really been Brody Miller who's been dropping all the passes for Ohio State here in this game. You see clutch catches from Caleb Houston, Kentaro Sheffield, Patrick Connery, the big 3 wide receivers here for Ohio State, showing off some strong hands. Last play of the third quarter, they go receiver screen. He runs through one and gets hammered by Severio. He's not having it this time. You saw him run through the Oregon defense last week on a long touchdown run, and he tried to do the same here, showing he's a physical receiver, but boom, you run into the only active submitted submitted defensive player on this USC team, and he absolutely almost knocks this guy's helmet off. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Put your 4s up in the chat. Who's going to come out of this still undefeated? Number 1, Ohio State, trailing by 3. Start of the fourth quarter at the 48-yard line. Monty Wyatt quickly into the flats. Brody Miller gets only about 2 yards on the play. 5 wide, empty set. Monty Wyatt. They'll send a blitz. He'll throw one deep down the field, and that's great defense. Try to go over the top, and I'm not going to say that was a bad ball. That's a one-on-one shot. He got the defender beat. Just needs to make the play on the safety there. That's just the safety making a great play there. That's a great read because he sees he's got a linebacker in coverage on counter. You've got to take that shot all day if you see it. But that's just great coverage skills there from Dorian Hewitt. And so Ohio State punting this one away. And out of bounds, Oko at the 17. Calvin Poole, first half, 12 of 15, 106 yards and a touchdown. This half, 8 of 13, 72 yards. But the guy has looked highly efficient throughout this game. The drop back looking to pass, guns that one. Chris Harris seems to have the first down, but they're going to say inches. Really not liking the spot there. And he'll motion him into the bunch. And out of the bunch, he'll hit the drag. Beautiful execution. Good hands by Horn as well. His wide receivers has made some pretty tough catches today. Draw play. And Dixon won't be able to break the tackle there of Smith. Three-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Here goes Poole. Going to be sacked on the play. Great job there by Harrison. He's been a very disruptive defensive end for the Buckeyes first couple of weeks. And here finally getting back there to Calvin Poole. He's been pretty comfortable, and even when he's not comfortable, he's been able to get that ball off, but not that time. Third and 12. Calvin Poole looking for the first down. They go with a draw play. That looks like it's going to work. Oh, falls just short. Clutch tackle. That's the second time they call that. The play calling just awful right there. But it almost worked. It almost worked, so I wouldn't say it's completely bad. I just kind of feel like Dixon should have probably cut that inside more. That would have been a first down. And so this will be a touchback offense at the 20-yard line. It's an opportunity for Monty Wyatt and this Buckeyes offense again. They score a touchdown. They take the lead for the first time here today. USC has definitely made this a game that Ohio State has to earn. 1st and 10. Wyatt blitz hit as he throws, and that's going to be Brinkley. Got a receiving touchdown on the day. Gets 7 yards, excuse me. And here goes Brock Fultz, who's been spectacular today, and I think he's got the first. Nice hard running first down. Shout out to Rob Roby, a.k.a. Mix. There's a flag on the field. False start. Going to move him back 5 yards. It's Josh Dickens, the running back. A shout out to Mix, though, for the 1999 donation. 1st and 15. Pressure coming in. Monty Wyatt sacked. Tufili's got a second of the game. Definitely doesn't help you out any after that false start. So 1st and 15, you take the sack, and if there is any time to take a sack, I guess it would be on first down, but 13 yards backed up further than you would have been. That's tough. Second and 23. Wyatt's going to drop back looking to pass. Throws in the double coverage. That's just a bad read. And they might got Monty Wyatt rattled here. 3rd and 23. He needs a shot down the field. He'll go into the flats instead. And that's just 2 yards. USC's defense shutting it down, and what killed the momentum of that drive was the first 2 plays, which is the false start that already kind of depletes you, and then taking the sack the very first play after the penalty. And right now, USC's winning the field position game with the quick stop, having them in this long situation. Now they got to punt it on a 4th and 21 at their own 19. That's a really good punt. He'll get it at the 25. Nasty spin move. And down at the 44. Merritt has been electric with the ball in his hands, man. There's just so many great generic players in this college series, especially at the running back positions as backups. And Calvin Poole, 22 of 30, 195 yards passing. Neither quarterback has passed for 200 yards today. Calvin Poole has just been that systematic guy, getting the ball out quick, making the reads, keeping the offense going. They'll look to go for over 200 here on this play, and that's going to be dropped right out of the hands of his tight end. Second and 10, play action, and David Leathers is going to get the sack. 2 sacks for Leathers. Ohio State's defense keeping them in the game here. They need one more stop. And that's Leathers again. It's attacking the lane and just getting there, making the play. Poole never had a chance. This game seems as if it's going to come down to the wire. Ohio State got them exactly where they want them. And on 3rd and 18, Calvin Poole will look to pass, checks it down. Eli Dixon nowhere near the first down. They'll have to punt it. And at this point, you just got to be like, where's the week 1, week 2 offense of the Ohio State Buckeyes team here? You know, they're struggling, but the plays are there. Just got to make them. This punt's going to sail in the end zone for a touchback. Heavy winds out here.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Monty Wyatt. It's the opportunity once again to shine on and avoid this upset. It's always the cutscenes that's choppy. I don't know what's going on with that, man. Make sure that doesn't happen again if I can figure out what that is. Brody Miller with a nasty spin move, trying to get shifty with a juke. But Daniel Severio not going to fall for it. He'll make the tackle, 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Can that spark the Buckeyes? Nice catch, Quintal Sheffield. First down. Wyatt again, quick throw over the middle, nice catch. That's Sheffield back-to-back. Like I said, they got the receivers, they got the plays. Monty Wyatt's just got to execute and be accurate. Even if you get in the field goal range, you at least can not take a breather in this game. You still got to win this, but at least you can, exhale a little bit. That's what they need to do. Of course, they're not looking for a field goal. They want 6. 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Monty Wyatt into the flats, wide open. Dickens gets up to the 48-yard line, gain of 8. And that's a great job of staying in bounds and getting up the field. Showing you this guy's change of direction. Very explosive. 1st and 10. Wyatt, it's a chop block throws, and that's going to be Brody Miller. First down. Inching closer and closer to at least be able to tie this game up. Clock is winding down. Well, it has stopped momentarily because of the first down via college rules. But Ohio State starting to put the plays together. Can they finish this drive? And this will be a statement win for Ohio State. Even though it is expected for them to win, USC has definitely shown that this is a no-slouch team. Wyatt spinning around, throws, intercepted, picked off, going the other way, gets a key block, and it's going to go to the house. Touchdown, USC. And I just don't know why he would make this throw. Patrick Connery is all the way covered. All the way covered. He's been making great throws this entire drive, and that could be the game right there. And what he didn't see, I guess he thought number 2 wasn't paying attention. He turns around. That ball doesn't get there fast enough. It's a distance throw, and man, pick 6. USC to go up by 10 off the extra point, 27-17. And to be honest, just from looking at this game and just the performance of Monty Wyatt, I believe that he's rattled. So it's going to be extremely tough for Ohio State to come back in this game. There is a possibility, but he's going to have to look past all of his mistakes here today and dig deep to try to make the big plays through the air with the big playmaking wide receivers he's got. Oh my goodness, what a hit stick. Completely almost lost train of thought because of that hit, man. Monty Wyatt, only his 2nd interception of the season. Man, had to go to the house. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Play action. Wyatt taking that shot. First down. There it goes. It's Leach hauling in his first catch of the day. Good for 20. And that's how you get it started. Very first play, you take that shot and you throw a good pass. Great throw there over the middle.
We taking wins
First and 10. They go with a draw play, and Fultz gets chopped down, doing too much. Should have just ran out of there trying to spin and gets caught from behind. And right now, Ohio State really shouldn't be running the football too much. They'll look to pass here, stepping up in the pocket. Throws, that's going to be caught. And Fultz. And time is just running down just too rapidly for Ohio State. This is going to be caught for a first down by Patrick Connery. And they'll say short. They do not give him forward progress. Wow. That's some bad officiating there. He definitely was beyond the line when he caught that ball. That should count. And so what is that going to do? That's going to keep the time running. Ohio State in a very uncomfortable position now. Fourth down and 1. Under 2 minutes left to go in this game. Monty Wyatt's got to make a play, and he does. Sideline catch out of bounds. Patrick Connery wide open, 24 yards. And he was wide open. That should have been a throw made earlier. Like I said, once again, this guy is he's rattled. First time seeing Monty Wyatt this rattled in the game. And usually he gets that ball out quickly there. Probably didn't see it. But can he finish this drive? There could still be life here for the Buckeyes. They'll throw it. And Brody Miller is 4 yards on the play. They've got to hurry up. They got to try to conserve their timeouts. They got to make the shot plays down the field. Wyatt throws, and that is almost intercepted again. Wyatt to the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Nah, with the hit stick again. Man, that was, lined him up. Too bad this guy didn't check in. Man. Wise decision, kicking the field goal and hoping that their defense can get the quick stop on Ohio State. The field goal attempt is good. We got ourselves a 7-point ball game now. Ohio State does have all 3 of their timeouts, so they're hoping for a quick stop. That's going to be a tough task to get on on USC right now, and they're going to try the onside kick. They could recover it right now and still have their 3 timeouts. Let's see. Chris Harris will have it at the 45.
That's it, baby. We gon' run.
And man, because of where it's placed at the 45-yard line, these guys get a first down. Abil has been great at knocking down field goals from pretty good distances. And for that reason, Ohio State just about has to keep these guys away from even like the 37-yard line. They get to the 37-yard line on this play. And, yeah, that's going to be all she wrote. I think he'll be able to knock it down. Oh, I'm thinking about the wrong team here. He's tackled. I was thinking about Ohio State's kicker for whatever reason. USC's kicker, we'll have to see. Does he got the leg? But the defense has to worry about getting the stop first. Looks like they're in a pass formation here, but they'll run out of it. And that's going to be the game. USC wins it off a clutch run by Levi Dixon. They'll come out here in the victory formation. Ohio State simply not enough timeouts to hold USC. And USC is going to come out here with the upset, and this might be that team. I talked about these guys being overlooked the first 2 weeks. Calvin Poole has been amazing, and he does the same, performs the exact same against the #1 team in the country and gets the upset. USC might be that team to look out for. They'll take the knee. And the clock hits 0. That's the game. Ohio State will fall in their first loss here of the season to USC, who continues to remain undefeated at 3-0. What does this spell in the future for USC? Of course, that will remain for us to find out later on as the season continues. They get it done over the Buckeyes. Trojans 27-20. What a game. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Subscribe to the RFL, become part of the RFL community, and you can see Calvin Poole celebrating like it's 1975 out here. I don't even know if they partied all that much during that time. I was nowhere near born. 20 years before my time. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the statistics of this amazing game. Calvin Poole does it again. Let's first get a look at his stats. I mean, the guy, he's just so efficient. He doesn't even need to wow you with the yards. You know, he's not going to, blow you up with a huge lump sum of yards down the air. You know he can do that because he's very quick at getting the ball out. He can make those deep throws, but you can see here 23-32 against a great Ohio State defense. 71%, 201 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. Just playing his role. Just leading his team down the field. Monty Wyatt, 65 completion percentage. That's average completion percentage there. But the problem was the missed throws. Monty Wyatt, this is a tough game. Usually don't put games on solo players. But, if he had been able to be consistent with his striking down the field, as we saw in the first 2 weeks, Ohio State, this might have been a different game. Then the pick six really cost him at the end of the game, because if you take that away, that's a tie ball game. Could be looking at overtime here. So Monty Wyatt's just going to have to forget about this week and move on to the next. 31 of 47 for 279 yards, touchdown and the interception. Running wise, Levi Dixon back to form. Last week against Oregon, this guy was absolutely shut down. But the week before that, and this guy was beasting against Michigan. Had a crazy 80-yard touchdown run and things of that nature. And he was beasting against this Ohio State defense. This generic running back's looking like the real deal. 28 carries, 132 rushing yards, a touchdown. And Brock Fultz, he broke over 100 yards here today. I believe that's the first time he's done that this season. 13 carries he only had. So he was phenomenal. That cutback run was amazing. 13 for 106 for him today and a touchdown. And Josh Dickens was doing his thing as a backup as well as Derek Merritt. 4 carries, 34 yards, 8.5 yards a carry. The running backs were getting it done today, plain and simple. And you can see the longest run of the day, that 57-yard cutback touchdown run by Fultz. We get a look at blocking. Blocking for the most part was good. Only one sack given up per lineman. Looks like 2 each. Weren't many sacks, so the quarterbacks, avoided most of those. You got David Leathers, 12 tackles in this game to lead all defensive players. At 11 for Isaac Taylor Stewart, and 10 for Peter Warner and Derek Severio. You had runner-ups for double-digit tacklers. You had Miles Hollywood, Dikembe Nana. This guy was knocking blocks off, man. We talk about Braylon King Moore. This is Dikembe. Now, we can't even talk about him, unfortunately, because this guy didn't check in. So, it's over for him, man. But, man, you missed the ball on this one, man. You had a big-time, big hitter at the safety position, man. You give this guy up by not checking in. That's sad. Tackles for loss, quite a bit of those. Not going to go down that list. I'll just show you guys the name here as I go up. Said the receiving stats. Oh yeah, I skipped the receiving stats. My bad. Let me finish with the defense and I'll go back to that. David Leathers having himself 2 sacks, as well as Jay Tufili. Zach Harrison had himself a sack, as well as Keegan Mayer, who's continuing the ball at the DN position. Interception had the one by, I think that's Elijah Griffin. Had himself a pick 6. And that was the game winner for Ohio State. Get a look at the pass deflections. 3 pass deflections also from David Leathers. This guy's balling. Griffin had himself 2. Dikembe Nana had 2. And then all solos here. All solos. Forced fumbles. Had Keegan Meyer. 1 forced fumble here today. And I believe that's all she wrote. Only defensive touchdown goes to Elijah Griffin. And we'll go ahead and get a look at those receiving stats before we walk out here. There was nothing on special teams. Leading in receiving yards, there was nobody. The leader was the tight end, Daniel Cladwell, with 7 catches for 68 yards. So wasn't a lot of yards getting through the air, but once again, USC making plays. Chris Harris, 5 catches, 64 yards. You can see no touchdowns for him. Caleb Houston limited to just 5 catches, 57 yards. They did a pretty good job on him as well. But once again, it seems like there was missed targets. But I didn't see much of Monty Wyatt missing his passes to Caleb Houston. It's just Caleb Houston wasn't getting targeted as much as we usually see. Patrick Connery turned out to be that main guy, and a lot of missed passes in his direction. 4 catches, 50 yards. Brody Miller, he had himself some crucial drops in this game, man. 2 drops you can see right there. 6 receptions, 40 yards. A tough game for him. It kind of bodes between both he and Wyatt for the struggle moments here in this game. Josh Dickens out the backfield, 4 for 36. Brankley got in the end zone, 4 for 34. And then also getting in the end zone, Josh Cochran, other tight end there for USC. And nothing else really worth mentioning, but going down the list. So that's it for the statistics. Let's go ahead and get a look at what was going on here. I wish they could show us. I don't know why I went to that. Let me see. Am I tripping? Highlights. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so, let's see what's going on with Monty Wyatt here, man. Just did not play to his usual self. He was on the road last week, did good in Oregon. On the road here at USC, just looked like wasn't prepared. This was the play that I was talking about. That pretty much that deep crosser and up route by the tight end. You can see him, boom, going up the field. And if you got the time, which he pretty much had the time because of the offensive line. This is the play that's usually wide open, but the coverage of USC was just that great. Look how they're covering this. Nothing's open. You can't go anywhere with this pass. Maybe trying to throw it low in here and away from the Nana over the top, who already, showed to be a heavy hitter. But there's just everything strapped up, man. There's nowhere to go. Get sacked on the play. Great defense. Calvin Poole, 17 yards. Let's just look at the quickness in which this guy gets the ball out. A little bit of a late throw, but look why he delays here. Waits for this defender to clear the way for the hook route. Drops back, waiting for it. As soon as he moves, that's being triggered. That's how quick Calvin Poole makes his decisions and gets the ball out there. The minute he sees what's going to be there, he makes the play. That was a big play right there. 25 yards here, back to Cladwell. Let's see what went into his decision making here. Now, he could have gone here. That seems wide open. Throw that on the laser. That's a first down. What does he wait for? He just waits for his tight end. That's probably the guy he's just looking for. That is the main read on the 4 verts. And first down. Then they cap the drive off with a touchdown run. Levi Dixon up the middle. And this guy was running hard. Harrison right there trying to lay down the hit stick. Boom, get off me. Then he runs in the end zone and still runs through Vincent. Get off me. This is 2 truck run-throughs by Levi Dixon. Really showing you shades of the Corolla from last year. Yeah, this guy's just beasting. I want to look at this run again. It's just satisfying. Going to have some great pictures off this. Generic running back, ladies and gentlemen. Got to look at USC throughout this season. I mean, this is looking like a very interesting team to watch. Monty Wyatt, 28-yard reception. Caught here by Caleb Houston. And look, he had great timing with Caleb Houston all game, just about. Look at that. Over the top, beautifully placed. And let me see, if he's not leaping, if he catches this over the shoulder and just continues to run, this is 6. We're seeing a lot of wide receivers, maybe just because they're not developed yet, not that pro level to understand this. You catch that, you run through the pass, and you keep going. You slow yourself up and give a defender a chance to make a play once you leave your feet. You go into the second quarter, Patrick Connery. See what happened here. Wide receiver screen they try to go for on 3rd down. And it wasn't a bad play because, look, pre-snap read. You're looking at the defense. Cornerback's playing off. This is an RPO play, right? And that's how quick he does it. The minute this ball is snapped and he sees this backward pedal from the defensive back, he thinks, hey, this screen's got to at least get us a yard. Throws it out there. Catches a little bit of hesitation there because it's a little bit behind him. And the tackle is made, keep him just short. We move on here. A 1-yard rush by Dixon, and that's on the draw play. Not even going to look at that. Touchdown, Calvin Poole, Josh Cochran. If you look at this, they go with the play action, sell it, And it's a good throw. He could have gone right here to the flats. He's out leveraged. What does he do? He already knows, hey, I got this guy trailing to go cover him. So this middle is going to be wide open. Once again, the quickness of Calvin Poole making this read. Look, play action. The minute he sets his feet, that ball's out. Boom. Good ball placement. Touchdown. All right, Monty Wyatt out here to Josh Dickens. Josh Dickens on an angle route. It's a little bit of a dangerous pass, but Josh Dickens, man, I really like this guy as that second option here for Ohio State. Looks like it's going to be a good 1-2 punch between he and Brock Fultz. And you can see he's more so that receiving back that can get it done out the backfield. And then Brinkley, big catch here. Great sell at the top of this route by Brinkley. Boom. Sells as if he's going out with a little feet pat. And he absolutely catches Dikembe Nana on this out route. All types of separation, but where's the mistake here? Catch this ball and go on an angle up here. Run away from the defense. If you get in there, that's a touchdown. Boom. All short. But luckily enough, at the end of the day, very next play, gets in there, and they give him his touchdown. It was wide open across the middle of the field. And still, terrible play call. Don't know why. 4 verts in the red zone here. I mean, that's usually covered all day, but finds the space. Touchdown, Ohio State. They cut the lead to 7.5. It was 17-10. We go into the third quarter. Not much going on here. Chris Harris. Let's go ahead and get a look at the decisiveness again. A Poole play action. This was a beautiful play. As I break this down, look, this is play action. The left tackle gets absolutely beat here. Boom. Blows right by him. Terrible blocking attempt. But look at Derek Merritt. Play action. Boom. Scans his eyes. Goes back across the block on the backside to pick up what the left tackle did not do. That is a hard task to do as a running back. Gets the leg to chop it there. But it's the poise of Calvin Poole that makes this play. I mean, look at this. Boom. Chops him. Gets out of there. And still, after all that pressure, delivers a picture-perfect pass over the middle on a dig route in between 3 Buckeye defenders. That's excellent. Excellent play. First down. And they march down the field. They kick a field goal. Defense gets the stop. 16-yard pass here. Let's see what went right here for Monty Wyatt. That's wide open. Great read, but you saw him miss a lot of these in the beginning of this game. These were wide open all game. Hits that one. Get their mojo going. 2 plays later, 57-yard cutback run by Brock Fultz. Look at this. Up the middle. I'm not sure what 91's doing here. Could have made that tackle, but Fultz. Oh, you're not going to wrap me up? Look how he just sees the blocks here. Runs right off it. Right off those blocks. Turns on the Jets. And he's not the fastest of guys. But he turned on the Jets right there on that play. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they cut this game at that point down to 3 points. Then we go ahead and get a look at this play action. I don't know what's going on with the PC right now, man. Everything's like kind of choppy. You see the play action here. David Leathers just doing his job. Getting back there. Off the blitz. Sack. And that should have been picked up that time by Dixon. Ran right by him. Made the play. And we go into the 4th and final quarter. Calvin Poole getting sacked again. See what happened here. I believe this was David Leathers again. No, somebody else. Yeah, just spinning around. At this point, you know, sometimes that spin around, that's going to catch you because if you keep your foot in here and you just shuffle that way where he was trying to go, this was wide open, but that takes up time and he gets sacked. Gets sacked right there. 12-yard rush by Dixon here. This was the draw play that almost worked out for him. No reason to look at that. Monty Wyatt getting sacked. Let's see what happened here. Looking to pass. Add the flats. Wide open here. Could have thrown that. Man-to-man coverage. Wow, what's going on here? Caleb Houston runs right by him. But the problem is it's not a streak route. If that's a streak route, he's going all day. He's running a comeback instead. He gets sacked. Real life, though, if you got this, put your hand up in the air and keep going. Quarterback throws the dime over the top. That's usually a touchdown. Not going to happen here. Gets the sack. Calvin Poole gets sacked here. This one, I believe, David Leathers. Yep. David Leathers here Boom. Sack. Pretty straightforward. Just ran right through there. And this is the play that cost him the game. The pick 6. Monty White, you can see man-to-man coverage. Oh, man. And this is just a late throw. And now you can't even really put that either on Monty Wyatt. It looks like the route that he chose to run here was well too short. Patrick Connery getting jammed up here. Look at this. He's jammed up. He gets jammed up so bad he doesn't run the depth of this route. You usually never see a corner strike route be ran like 8 yards. This is a shortened route. He's covered all the way up, and he thinks because by the time he sets his feet, he's seeing this. He thinks he can squeeze this in, but it's a short route. The routes just run way too short. He's too close to the sidelines, and Wyatt probably should have thought twice about throwing that one right there. You can see right here, this is open. Gabriel instead takes his chances here, which I think is the main read, and it costs pick 6. And that was a key block too. The defense, look at this. Big number 78 chopping down Monty Wyatt, who had the greater chance of making the tackle. And that's all she wrote. Pick 6. He got the 20-yard. I guess we'll get a look at a couple of throws here by Monty Wyatt. Play action. Good throw that there. Good throw. Why is this playing choppy, man? This is frustrating. I don't know what's going on. 24-yard completion here. Yeah, I'm probably just going to end this out. I don't know what's going on here, but the gameplay is playing too choppy. Wanted to break that down, but really can't. So that's going to be it right there. Let me see. Is this the hit stick, though? Let's get this hit stick, if this plays clear. Yeah, it plays clear. Look at this, man. Oh, my goodness. Kimbe Nana. Not getting his first down. Boom. Oh, my goodness. This guy was laying him out. Patrick Connery getting folded like a lawn chair out there. Jesus. That man came down and laid some big ones. But that's it. And we got one more game for the week, so make sure you guys tune in. It's the game of the week to close us out. West Virginia versus Miami. We saw another undefeated team. Unfortunately, one of them had to take a loss here in this battle of the undefeateds we got to saw here tonight. USC coming out victorious. Can West Virginia keep their streak alive against a tough Miami team? We'll have to see. Rob Roby will be calling that at 8:30 p.m. Eastern to close out our week. And with that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.